So our first story is coming from YouTube. Can you believe it, Isaac? There's some more YouTube drama.
Hot and heavy.
Yep. So YouTube this week decided to change their terms of service. This is the exact wording. YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if YouTube reasonably believes that its provision of the service to you is no longer commercially viable. Basically, what that means is if your content is not making YouTube any money,
they're evil. That means they're evil.
They reserve the right to cut you off. Like, let's say you're using a lot of storage, a lot of bandwidth. Like, for instance, our first podcast was 10 gigabytes. Like, we uploaded a 10 gigabyte video to YouTube. Okay. And we don't got AdSense on that, so. We might be shut down.
So please
soon.
go visit buzzsprout.com. Please.
That's over with.
Still.
What is Gage alluding to with that? Like, explain further.
Basically, their terms of service change basically is a threat to a lot of creators, not just already established creators, but up and coming creators. Because basically what that means is if your video, your content isn't making YouTube any, like if you're not even in the program, the advertisers program, the partner program, and you're uploading a lot of videos, and I mean it's just a small change. YouTube later came out and said, well, it's just to make it simpler, to make what their exact words was something along the lines of, don't quote me obviously because I saw this tweet a little while ago, but basically they had said something along the lines of it's just a better wording. That way, it's easier to read, easier to understand. And if anything, it made a lot of people confused because, I mean, obviously YouTube is turning into this website where we see more and more already established people coming on the platform. For instance, a lot of late night hosts. One of the biggest channels is Ellen, for Christ's sakes. And Ellen is a show on CBS, late night. You got all those like Jimmy Fallon. Well, she's not late night, but late afternoon. Jimmy Fallon. And then we had Will Smith came on the platform, made like 4 million subs. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came on, has like 4 million subs. Jack Black, Jablinski Games is on there, 4 million subs. And
so it sounds like to me that they're trying to make a YouTube 1%.
Yeah, they're trying to get
You couldn't possibly get up there and be big unless you're already there somehow.
Exactly. Actors, late night hosts. James Corden is actually one of the biggest shows right now on YouTube. One of the biggest channels. They upload highlights to it. They've got like 30 something million subscribers, and it's pretty crazy because he's already established, obviously, but for someone like Brody, you want to create a channel? You want to start YouTube? Well, it's probably not going to be possible. Yeah, obviously. But we haven't actually seen anything happen. No one's accounts have been terminated. In fact, this TOS change doesn't actually come into effect until December 10th. So you're not...
Well, sure. It doesn't necessarily matter when it comes into effect, and in my opinion, it doesn't matter if they're using it. It just matters that it exists. They shouldn't have that exist.
Well,
because, how I see it is they can really abuse that power. They can claim anything is non-commercially viable. Maybe they have an opinion that they don't like and they're putting it on a t-shirt. That's not commercially viable in their opinion. They're gone. It's immensely dangerous, and YouTube is meant to be a platform that's open to anybody. Anyone can post anything on there, and YouTube can't get in trouble because they allow everyone. So when they're doing this system of knocking people off for not being commercially viable to make them money, it's just awful.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound
frankly,
like real rules.
It contradicts the very essence of YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube's original slogan was broadcast yourself, and now there's It's literally, are you a late night host?
Imprison yourself.
Yeah, are you a late night host? Because if not, you're not allowed. Only late night hosts only. So yeah, I mean, this whole YouTube thing is honestly, I think I speak for a lot of people when they say, I mean, it's pretty scary. If you're, a creator, even some smaller creators, this could have big effects on. There are a lot of dead channels that don't really make much money, and this could definitely hurt them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys actually? I mean, I know Isaac's put his 2 cents in, but Brody, what do you?
Of course.
Yeah.
What do you feel about
there's a lot of top creators out there who don't like creating stuff that's a lot of times advertiser friendly, and there's obviously been the Adpocalypse 1 and 2 and whatever, but this seems like something that can turn it upside down.
There was something else that actually happened with YouTube. I was uploading our podcast. I noticed this new feature, and it's this new the COPA rule. Are you familiar with the COPA rules?
Nope.
Children Online Protection Agency. Basically,
where if it has children in it, that it can't be that it can't have comments.
Well, that is part of it on YouTube. That's a new YouTube rule that was like 6 months ago that was put in place. There's a new button now, though. When you upload the video, it says, "Do you have children in this video? If so, click yes or no." And I don't know exactly what. I was actually talking to one of my friends, Recon Jacob. He's one of my YouTube friends on Twitter. And we were talking about this because he had tweeted something about how he's looking for, asking what this actually affected. And I wasn't sure of it either because I saw it and I'm like, no, this doesn't. No, it said, is this content for children or not? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, is our content for children? I don't know.
I mean, no, Gage. No, our content is not for children.
I didn't know. So I just clicked no and uploaded the video. But
do you think a lot of children care about the YouTube terms of service?
No, I don't think anyone cares.
Or what Donald Trump tweeted?
No, I don't.
That would be a pretty good indicator.
It's not for children. Yeah.
Well, anyway, these are some major features. And then YouTube, obviously, earlier this year, deleted the sub count thing where you can't actually see the exact sub count. And then just a ton of just random stuff has been going down over there. A lot of people are very unhappy.
Yeah, I really hope that someone else comes along and kind of dethrones YouTube because it's really gone on too long. It's getting disgustingly corrupt. It's not a good thing. So if someone else could come along, make a big platform and allow for people to have just a better way, a better system that isn't so corrupt. There's
been a bunch of different platforms that have come on along throughout the years. Back in 2017, I stopped making YouTube videos and moved over to VidMe, which was a platform that actually YouTube shut down because they were using their ads. And obviously a website for videos can't be viable unless there's advertised revenue or some source of revenue. So they shut that down.
Either like monthly payment or advertisements.
Yeah. So then they
was it because they used like AdSense, like Google AdSense?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So then what had happened is there's another one. Vimeo has been a paid platform for years, but it's not really meant for the free creator. You have to pay to use their service. So it's kind of defeats the purpose. And then there's a new one, BitChute. But BitChute isn't easy to use. It's very annoying, to say it lightly. It's a hard website to use, and obviously there's really not anyone that really uses it. So their competition is pretty slim. I mean, Twitch, I guess,
I think
is
BitChute
competition.
has the best chance, though. BitChute really reminds me of what YouTube used to be.
Yeah, but YouTube,
I don't know anything about BitChute.
YouTube in its heyday wasn't good. Like, it was a pretty bad website. So I like the updates and design that YouTube has had. I just don't like the changes in like their TOS and all that.
It's agreeable.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's a platform for creators by creators anymore. I think it's a platform for corporations by corporations. That's basically, at the end of the day, that's what it is. So I don't know.
It's about making money censoring opinions they don't like and shifting election results. That's what YouTube's become.
There's nothing wrong with making money with the service, but I mean, the whole Adpocalypse 1 was started because there was a video on YouTube, someone photoshopped a Coke ad on it, and it was like some very racist video, and Coke pulled their ads because they were obviously, what's a company supposed to do in that scenario? Be like, oh yeah, we support anti-Semitic, whatever. So they pulled their ads, and then other companies followed suit, and then the well started drying up, and then YouTube's like, we can't do this again. Well, I don't know. I mean,
was it joking anti-Semitic, or was it like seriously anti-Semitic? Like,
I believe it was the PewDiePie video where he said "death to all Jews" jokingly. It was a Fiverr video, and he got his YouTube Red show shut off. But that's besides the point. This is old news, obviously, but this TOS thing is really.
I remember that.
I have some friends that have millions. I have one friend that's got 2 million subs, and he messaged me this morning, and he's like, talking about that TOS thing, and we were talking about hopefully there is an alternative that will come eventually. I'm hoping, because that's definitely a scary thing, and unless you plan on creating videos on Facebook.
What a joke.
People have tried. I've seen it.
Bajan. Did you know Bajan Canadian, right?
He played Minecraft, right?
Yeah, he makes Facebook videos now.
I bet that's going real well for him.
I get notified whenever he's streaming, and because I liked him back in like 2012, and and I'm too lazy to unlike him. And
I never liked Bajan Canadian.
I know
when I was like a little kid that played Minecraft.
I liked his page in 2012. I never watched his videos, and I keep seeing notifications. There's only like 20 people that watch him on Facebook. So yeah. So moving on.